Welcome to the podcast, a real wholesome space where you can just be yourself. For example, early on in the week, it was a big debate that divided the nation. Do you wear undies at the gym? We took it to the next level. And in asking people this, particularly at my gym, I learnt a lot of information about the female species that I didn't know before.
No. As well as being, the biggest debate since Promite v Vegemite, this was huge. And we discovered that you know absolutely nothing about females and the way they go about things and their anatomy.
Nothing. And I've got a third kid on the way. I know nothing. That's so concerning. Yesterday, social media influencers Laura Henshaw and Steph Claire Smith really got people thinking in this country.
They're two of my favourite, Laura and Steph.
Oh, me too.
Me too. Oh. They're so good.
Do you wear undies at the gym? And this is a question to the ladies. And all of a sudden, all the blokes are going, what? Is this a thing? Do you wear undies at the gym?
I absolutely categorically wear undies at the gym, and so much to the point, it becomes incredibly uncomfortable if the said underwear move to a position that isn't covering things that they should be covering. Do you know what I mean?
No. What do you mean?
I hate it when you do this to me.
I'm thinking more broadly. It's made me really question. I don't understand women in general, let's be honest.
Well, I know, that's true.
Still trying to work it out, but I think I've discovered a few things which are maybe a little bit concerning.
Like?
And if we could, welcome to you, producer Zoe.
Good morning.
No, we were having a little chat earlier this morning. Just sort of chewing the fat.
We were.
And then we started talking about, how do we call it, clothing habits?
Yeah.
And maybe the differences between guys and girls.
That's right, because it started that I defended the Commando Gym situation.
What?
Yeah.
How?
Well, I've done it once. Didn't quite rate it myself, but
She got banned from the gym.
Because her problem is not only did she not wear underwear, she didn't wear her tights.
I've got bands.
Just naked gym.
Taking Commando to the next level, so.
No, but lots of chicks don't like the seam of their undies on their tights and things like that. So I kind of get it. I'm not gonna bash that one.
Well, that's a vanity thing. If you've got chicks getting around who don't want to see the line of their G-string and they just want the scrunch bum look, that's on them.
Wow.
Yeah, wow.
Okay.
I
I see a lot of vanity at my gym.
Yeah, right.
I have to say.
Okay, it's one of those gyms, is it?
Yeah.
Yes.
No, it's a great gym. I love my
It's
gym.
a good gym, but you've really got to make sure you know what you're wearing.
Yeah. Well, from that we were talking about just other clothing habits, and I said it's like women do stuff like that. I don't wash my bra very often.
Really?
And I will not wash my bra every time I wear it. I will go a few days in that bad boy.
Yes, but bear in mind as well that producer Zoe is Amish. just a bath once a month. That's fine. No, just kidding. So what are we talking? Are we talking days, weeks where you don't wash your bra?
Josie, back me up. I don't want to expose myself too much.
I'd probably go a couple of days. I certainly wouldn't go weeks without washing.
Not weeks. I reckon I would go a week without washing my bra.
But don't you sweat it and everything?
Oh, no.
It's just in the right spot that it doesn't get that.
Yeah.
Okay.
But also I don't know about you, Zoe, I've got my favourite bras. So I sort of wear the ones that are most comfortable the most often.
That's right.
And there's some real neglected ones, like the sexy ones that you used to wear when in your 20s and that. You're still in your 20s.
Yeah.
And I bet you're not wearing sexy underwear.
I'm not at all. I'm Amish.
So I'm just trying to get this straight. First of all, you wear your undies on the outside, you're in trouble. Superman gets himself in trouble, red undies on the outside.
Yeah.
But also, you guys don't have to wash your bras. You can wear your undies if you want or you don't. You can do what you want. But as soon as I wear a G-string at the gym, bang, banned. Probably shouldn't have been doing squats. Jodes, where do you sit when it comes to telling just a little bit of a white lie, just a little bit of a fib, probably to get you out at something?
I sit with it makes if it spares someone's feelings, then I'm okay with it.
Yeah, if the shoe fits.
Yeah. If it doesn't hurt someone, then I'm all right with a little white lie.
Because the truth can be harsh, can't it? Really harsh.
Yeah, it can be brutal.
So the other day I was running along the Torrens and I think I was up to about K15
Oh, shut up.
of a 50k run. I was probably doing sort of 4-10 splits, I reckon.
Yeah, right. Okay.
So I comfortably just told 2 lies then.
Yeah.
And this next story will make sense why I was so comfortable telling those little fibs.
Yeah, and can I tell you what you like to do when it comes to exercise is humble brag. So you'll call me and you'll go, hey, Jodes, I've just done 12 Ks. Is that enough?
Is it though? Like, is that enough? Should I be happy with that?
After
It's a humble brag.
After I've walked 3Ks on the treadmill
Yeah.
and nearly died.
Yeah, run, walk. You're giving yourself being a bit generous there, aren't you? I just did a 3K walk. You're like, cool. That's awesome.
Anyway,
That'll burn off the latte you just drank. Anyway, white lies. Get involved nice and early. 13 24 10. To give us a story about when you've just weaseled your way out of something via a white lie. So I was running along and a lady genuinely stopped me, but she had glasses on and I had my headphones in. So I just assumed that we knew each other.
yeah.
So someone stopped you like that and they're waving.
Oh, yeah,
with a
yeah.
Nice big smile on their face. You're like, oh, I know this person, so I'm just going to run. So I stopped.
That's bold.
It was bold too. Yeah. So full points for the bravery of her to do that. Quite fearless. So she stopped me and started going on about this whole, she goes, oh, do you run a little bit? And I was like,
Do I?
do I? I should have said it was my first run. But I was like, do I? Okay, only daily. She was like, right.
You should have just lifted up your shirt and gone, does it look like I
You
run?
tell me. What do you reckon?
What do you think?
So then she started going about this thing. She's doing a thesis at UniSA and it was about bone density. And what they would do is I'd go get a bone density test and they would track me and then all of a sudden they'd fix up a diet for me and all these types of things. It was a big commitment and it was a big speech by her. Twice during the speech, she said, the test is for over 35s and what we do is you get this and all you have to do is blah, 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 blah. And I was sort of spacing out going, I don't want to do this.
Yeah.
But I don't have the kahunas to say I don't want to do this.
Yeah.
So then at the end, and there was a part of it was almost like there was a devil on one side and a little angel on the other side. And the angel was like, just do it. Help her out. And then the devil must have got his pitchfork and absolutely got rid of the angel.
Can I just break this down? You are a man who does breakfast radio. You work at Channel 7 days a week, and your wife's about to have her third child.
Yeah.
Why would you commit to a trial? And can I ask, was it paid?
Oh, no, absolutely not. Because I didn't want to hurt her feelings. And also, she'd done this excellent big speech in front of me. I was like, well, thank you for the presentation. I appreciate that.
Haysey, you don't have to say yes to everyone in every circumstance.
Yeah, well, how come sometimes I say no, my mouth goes, yes. So then at the end, instead, the devil took over and she said, oh, would you be interested and can I sign you up? And I said, I'd love to, but I'm under 35.
No.
I said, I'm actually 34.
Yeah, you're 37.
And she said, oh, no, when's your birthday? Is it this year or next year? I said, oh, it's actually next year. People did the maths. I'm like, that means I'm an 89 baby. And she went, oh, such a shame. It would have been really good for me. I was like, oh, yeah, well, also. Anyway, toodaloo. And I jogged off.
Yes.
I'm 38 years old.
Yes.
Little white lie. And then she ended up sending him an email anyway. God knows why I gave him my deets. But
Why did you give your email
no,
address?
'cause I said, look, I said sorry to her, saying sorry for wasting your time, but give me, I'll give you my email address and I'll tell some people at work about it. Anyway, so I got myself out, and then I felt bad about the little white lie. Like, should I feel bad about it? It's a genuine lie.
You should have felt bad about giving her your email address.
Yes. 13 24 10, your little white lies where you just weasel your way out of it. Because the other thing I can tell you is one of the absolute perks of kids. Whenever you don't want to be at something, got the kids.
But I've used that for years and years, but now I think that when you do use that excuse, people go, oh, that's an excuse, because everyone uses their kids as an excuse for not doing something. So now it's like the old, when you call in sick, I've got gastro. It got used so frequently that now everyone knows you don't have gastro.
You got to come up with something different.
Yeah, totally.
Okay.
Got bunions or something.
You got bunions. Something where there isn't a follow-up question.
Yeah.
13 24 10, you go to white lie. Just to get yourself out of things.
Did you get an email from that woman?
I did. About an hour later too. Oh, no. So if she's listening as well, give us a call, 13 24 10, and let's discuss, and I'll probably say yes.
Did you reply?
I haven't replied yet.
Okay.
But I will, no doubt, and probably say yes.
Yeah. Just give her Abba's email address. He's a runner.
Sorry,
He'll do it.
I actually lie. My name's Bruce Abernethy.
For great deals and cheeky getaways, whatif.com has just the place.
Winter hideaway's great, but bring on spring.
Jump on the What If app to book hotels, apartments, holiday rentals and more.
What if it's Aussie for travel?
Let's go to Marianne in Plimpton Park. Good morning.
Oh, hello. Good morning.
How are you? What do you do to weasel your way out of things?
Well, yes, I did get sprung badly. So if either of you are familiar with the Castle Plaza shopping centre, it's not a terribly large sort of mall area, so it's hard to avoid the people that want to give you something.
Yes.
So I'm doing the usual busy thing. But the thing was, it was around Mother's Day and the classic and all of that. And I've run that every year, so I thought I'm good with this one.
Yeah.
So it's all pink and everything. I'm going past now. Hello. I said, oh, sorry. I did the old point to the watch thing, and also said, look, I've done heaps of over the year. I donate regularly, and but this is a new one.
Oh.
I said, oh yes, look, I know I've already searched that out and done that online and kept walking, but I hear them say, I wonder how she did that. It's brand new. It's not even up online yet. And I just said, oh, my God, I've been sprung already on the spot and discovered, and I just hightailed it straight out the door. Guilty as hell.
Yeah, that's perfect. I've already visited the website. We don't have a website.
Good job, Marianne. You are in the running for the winter weekend escape that's drawn tomorrow. Let's go to Patrick from Salisbury. Good morning, Patrick.
Good morning.
Okay, what you go to, White Lie?
Oh, well, I got stopped by some people in the street trying to sell me a gym membership.
Yeah.
And I didn't want it, but I told them I was very interested, and then I gave them my housemate name and number.
Yes, it's good.
And then what happened?
Oh, they call him all the time.
They're very persistent. That's because you've got to come up with an excuse. You can't possibly say, no, I'm not interested.
Yeah.
Or, no, that's not for me.
Yeah.
Why can't we just be open and honest like that?
Yeah, I don't know. It is, why are you asking me that question?
Because I've got an issue. I've got a genuine issue.
You've got I've never known a man to be more accommodating to other people's needs. It is quite ridiculous.
Yeah, they're like, hey, do you want to MC a gig? It goes for 12 hours. It's in Coober Pedy. It's on Christmas Day. Also, you need to get yourself there. And I'll be like, oh, okay.
How does
that work?
And then you have to go and deliver the news to Cara that Daddy won't be home for Christmas again.
He's doing a free MC gig. Let's go to newsreader Abby. You're an open, honest operator. Are you telling white lies occasionally?
I do throw in the whole, I can't come because I'm washing my hair or whatever. Probably this job, though, I'd say. They called and said, you want to come down and read the news? And I said, yeah, I've got experience, but, faked it. Haven't been to uni.
Fake it until you make it.
No, you haven't been exposed at all.
Haven't done any of this.
Yeah, that's good.
That's why I'm so horrible at it.
We're in the same boat, Abs, because they called me and they said, oh, do you want to come work at Nova? And what's your knowledge like for music? I was like, yeah, I'm all about fresh hits. And they were like, aren't you from SEN?
By Doedee. Back to the flight, Doedee. Right in his face, Doedee.
Please welcome to Jodie and Hayesy, Tom Doedee.
Yes, a warm round of applause. Good morning, Tom Doedee.
Good morning. How are we going?
Yeah, going very well. How are you feeling? How's things? How's the vibe in here?
All going well. Vibing here is great.
Yeah.
Just having a Birkenstock debate.
Well, you've just...
cracking with you. Well,
okay.
What are we on? Thursday morning.
You've just walked in with Birkenstocks, so you're a convert now. But you two are trying to argue black and blue that the most comfortable combination in the world on your feet are socks and Birkenstocks.
Yeah, and I just feel like that if we've got Tom Doedee on board, and now we're going to start to make some progress.
Okay, so you wear the closed-in Birkenstocks with socks.
Yep.
You've got the open ones. Would you wear socks with those?
Not in public. Or maybe to the movies or something. Maybe to the shops if I was just ducking in.
Yeah.
But I'll die on that hill that it's the most comfortable combination there is.
Are you guys joking?
No.
So we will die on that hill.
Yeah.
And one thing you can guarantee is that our feet are comfortable.
And warm. Because you got socks on.
And you obviously give zero bleeps about what anyone thinks about you.
Spot on.
Yeah, a lot of the time. Also, I have pretty ugly toes from wearing tight footy boots for multiple years, so I have to cover them up sometimes.
Yeah.
I'm going to have a look. Hang on.
No, you can stay over there.
Whoa!
Yeah, they're not great.
Bobby.
But, we've moved past that.
Okay.
I'm not as self-conscious of them as I used to be.
Okay.
And what helped with that was socks and Birks.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, good for you guys. You do you, boo.
It's nice, isn't it?
Whatever makes you feel good about
It's
yourself.
good. Just connecting via Birkenstocks. Who would have thought?
Yeah.
Hey, Tommy, you're only as good as your last game. I know you're watching from the sidelines, but boy, oh boy, the Crows are on fire.
Pretty good, weren't we? I think from a football point of view, I think our pressure and our contest work was the best it's been for 4 quarters in a while. I feel like we've brought that pressure and stuff for maybe against Melbourne. It was probably the last 2 quarters, and at times we've done it in and out. But to do it for 4 quarters, put them under the pump, take them away from what they want to do in that outside run and carry game. It was a good performance, and I was very proud from the stands.
You were confident going in because we were sort of like underdogs. Don't know how you're going to go without you. A couple of other guys out, and you were like, no, we're a chance. So was that confidence shared around the boys?
Yeah, I believe so. I think with a showdown, it sounds a bit cliche, but you do reset the records because any game against Port it feels like a final, so you just have to show up. But I think it comes down to knowing that our game plan can work against their game plan and has the last few showdowns, and that if we brought it the way that we know we can beat anyone, especially on Adelaide Oval with our home crowd, and it did, and it was very, very sweet.
Can you beat anyone on the road?
Yeah.
Okay, go on then.
We haven't quite, actually beaten teams, but we've competed well.
Yes.
So
real close to the pies.
Yeah.
Melbourne. We just a couple kicks in it. So
Okay.
yeah, flip a coin, heads or tails.
It's close. Big debate this week is obviously concussion. Can we ask you as well, not specifically what happened in the game, but more so, do you think there should be an AFL-affiliated doctor to make the decision as to whether you get a concussion test or not?
Yeah, I reckon for the point of view from the player is that in this industry you are seen as a warrior, and you have to be a warrior to play this game because it's very violent. You have to back it up week to week. You always saw there's always something going on, and you just play through it. That most people would just be like, nah, I'm a bit sore, I'm not going to play. Or if you're a bit sick, you don't show up to work sort of thing. You don't really have that choice at this level. And I think when you're in that mode, in game, to the ability to detach yourself from the situation and go, nah, I'm not right here, I need to protect my head, it becomes really hard. And I had the one earlier in the year where I put my hand up at the end of the game and said, I'm no good here, I think I'm concussed. In that game, I was sort of aware that I was feeling a bit off, but I was just sort of like, nah, I'm good to go. And I think if you have that external influence, then they can pull them out and say, nah, you're no good. I think it'd be better for the game overall.
It's probably 9 times out of 10 you guys are so tough that you're going to say, no, I'm right, let's go, get me back out there.
Yeah, and that's what footy is. That's been drilled into generations of footy players. You're tough, you're courageous, you come back with the flight, you put your head over the ball. That's what we do, and that's what makes our game beautiful. Is it's like you are genuinely warriors on the battlefield trying to win a game of footy, but there's a time when your health and safety comes in and should be the priority, and I think an external doctor would help with that.
Would you check yourself now? Would you slightly tweak the way that you play? Because you're one of those players who put your head in spaces where you probably shouldn't.
I don't think you can, to be fair.
Ease up, Joe.
Wow.
Ease up.
Sorry.
Wow.
Well, I'm sorry about Joe. Tommy. I'm sorry.
Can we just mute her mic for a sec? Haysey, we'll have a mature conversation.
Fade her out there. No, she's gone. All good. Sorry, you were saying?
But no, I do think it is it's one of those ones where putting your head in places, Jodes. You have to think about that, but I don't think you can once you cross that white line. The way you play just is the way you play. And someone like Lockie Murphy's a great example. Like, he's had a few issues with his neck and stuff, but he just head over the ball, goes to smothers, everything like that. Every player at this level, when you've gotten to this level, has that ability to just flip the switch. And I'm no different, unfortunately, much to the disgust of my mum and partner.
Yeah, tough to watch.
You good over there?
No, I'm fine.
You come back to us?
No, it's just that's the first time I've heard of a footy player that's put his head in places it shouldn't be. But anyway, we move on.
Sometimes it happens. Strictly on the field, we're talking, Joe.
Yes.
Hey, I just want to play this for you, Tommy, because you recommended this to us weeks ago, and we haven't spoken about it.
You like that? You like that?
So you said
iconic.
You need to watch Quarterback on Netflix. I did, and I feel like I'm a better, more wholesome person because of it.
Because of Captain Kirk?
Because of Kirk Cousins, but also Patrick Mahomes. Not so much Mariota, but everyone else.
Yeah, Mariota, that was a bad casting gig. I'm not sure what they were thinking there. He's been a terrible quarterback since 2015 when he was number 2 overall pick. So that was
a bit boring.
Yeah, he's always been like that. Very placid unit. But yeah, no, I'm glad you enjoyed it. I recommend even. Did you watch any of it?
I've watched the first couple of episodes, and until my husband said, "Can you, for once in your damn life, wait for me to watch a series together?" So I have to wait now. I've put pause on
that's
it.
great. Yeah, Ep 3 is awesome. They talk about like playing through pain, and then Ep 4 they talk about the play calls and how long a play call is, and how being a quarterback's almost 90% mental.
Is it good for people that don't necessarily enjoy the sport or follow the sport?
I reckon, because I think it pulls it back to like basics at the start, and then you actually get to follow a human versus watching 11 versus 11 and you have no idea what's going on. You don't understand why they're throwing penalty flags or why they're saying holding, all this stuff. It's just like the human that's playing it, and then you get to see their family, their wives, so you get to see all the stuff that goes on behind the scenes.
What I did work out very early on is that Blondie's a bit annoying.
Yeah.
Mrs. Mahomes.
Mrs. Mahomes.
No, I won't say anything here. I'll get in trouble.
Yeah, that's fair. Hey, Tommy, can you stick around, and we're going to do our Battle of the Bangers reveal next. We're not going to get you involved. Could you stick around just for a few more minutes?
If
Things
Jodie,
get way too competitive.
If Jodie can flip the switch and be, sensible.
Get your head in
Sorry,
the
I
game.
apologise, okay? I'll be better.
Get your head in the game, Jodes. Come on. You can do this.
You like that? Right over the top by Doedee. Right, Mark, back to the flight, Doedee. Right in his face, Doedee. Oh!
Please welcome to Jodie and Hayesy, Tom Doedee.
So you've stuck around with us for a few extra minutes. We said,
Reluctantly,
look, you can go if you want. You said, no. I want to hear a couple more fresh hits.
No, we said stay because if things get willing during this next segment, you need to separate the two of us.
Yeah.
That's why he's hanging around. This is Battle of the Bangers. Okay, so we've got 2 songs. We're about to reveal them. They go head to head. You can jump on Instagram and vote on the Jodie and Hayesy page. But we thought it might be fun to reveal our songs to you just to get your thoughts, feelings and emotions on each one of them.
All right.
I'm 50-50, yeah. I picked Jodie last week,
Yep.
Hayesy 2 weeks before.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. Let's launch in. Let's do it.
Let's get ready to roll. Ladies and gentlemen,
Battle of the Bangers.
So what this is, Tommy, and obviously you're aware, but for those tuning in for the first time, it is 2 competitive comrades who are friends off the pitch.
Yep.
When we say pitch, I mean right in the studio here where things can get really aggressive.
Yeah.
We just put it out there, 1 song each on social media at Jodie and Hayesy. And the good people, and they are good people, I must say, they cast their vote.
Yeah, I
Jeez, they've been informed the last 4 weeks too, haven't they, the good people?
Okay, anyways,
Wow,
it's 6-all. Get over it. So, Tommy, do you have anyone that you quite like Hayesy and I, you quite like off the field, but then when you get on the field, you just want to kill them? Is there any?
Few of my teammates, I reckon, would be in the same boat.
Yeah, right.
Can't name names.
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
But no, yeah, everyone on field's an enemy, basically.
Okay, cool.
Oh, wow.
All right.
Okay.
Look me in the eye, enemy. Go on, I dare you.
That's all right. I'm too humble for this.
Are you going for 5 straight, are you?
It might be for 5 straight.
Yeah, possibly.
Incredible stuff. And do you know, it's not
Jeez, you'd
even
hate to lose 5 straight.
But this is the thing, Tommy.
I mean,
know.
you can take your stats elsewhere if you like.
It's not even me though, Tommy. It's the good people out there. And
pandering now.
Full credit to the listeners.
boys.
Full credit to the boys and the girls.
Okay.
Yeah, the
All
girls.
listeners. Well, yeah, the girls.
All right, what you got?
Can I go first?
Yes.
All right, so I want to take you back to, I think it was around about 2003. I was in year 12. Big hopes, big dreams, and this was the fire-up song. Bit of Eminem.
Oh, that's going to be...
Oh my gosh, Jodie's looking at me as if she's chosen the wrong song. How good's Eminem, by the way, Tommy?
I own multiple Eminem albums.
Of course you do.
And I've still got the CDs. Shows my age.
Okay. Well,
He may
It
be
was
my
8
most
Mile.
listened to on Spotify.
What about 8 Mile as
8
well?
Mile, I've got the Blu-ray DVD as well.
Wee.
I tell you what, geez, it would take a comeback from here.
okay. Well,
If it's not Fleetwood Mac, you're in strife or NAS.
well, this is really, really interesting because we don't know what each other has chosen, right?
Yes, we don't.
So on this occasion, we've both gone the same artist.
This is unbelievable. So I see the songs
Oh, wow.
just before they get loaded in about 5 or 6 minutes ago. So I'm looking and going, what is happening here?
Yep.
But here we are. All I can tell you is, though,
Yep.
I sent my song off to our boss, Josh, yesterday, and he said, yeah, I'll approve that. This
Yeah.
is going to be interesting. I said,
Yeah.
well, it's going to be interesting. He said, I'm not going to tell you until you hear it. But here's Jodie's song. It's a good old-fashioned Eminem off.
Eminem off.
It's an Eminem off.
Wowee.
All right, so...
Who saw that coming?
Who saw that coming? Not me. Not
Well,
Tom.
well,
not
would you-
Jodie. Not Marshall
No, well, I
Mathers.
definitely didn't because I went on a whole thing about who could beat Eminem, but
Yeah.
turns out
Yeah.
it's Eminem.
Eminem. I'll take your Eminem and I'll raise you an Eminem.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you got Without Me.
Yeah.
You've got Lose Yourself. Or you've got Lose Yourself and Without Me at the same time. Nice.
Yeah, keep it rolling.
Mashup.
Keep going, keep going.
It's a mashup. I like
It's a
it.
genuine mashup. All right, Tommy, what are you thinking? You're going to cast the first, like you're cutting the ribbon,
Yeah.
you're going to cast the first vote.
And you are very influential in this town.
Yes,
We've learned
yeah,
that.
yeah, massively influential, especially when it comes to this stuff. Yeah, I'm not going to build up the suspense like you. I'm going with Joe's. I'm going with Without Me.
How very dare you, Tommy. How dare you.
As much as I would love to see 5 in a row, and especially to lose 5 in a row,
Oh, thanks.
lose yourself. Just too much. It's overplayed. It's gotten to a point where even the
you.
fraudulent Eminem fans
Yep.
think they're hard because they can listen to and rap Lose Yourself. And so what happens is Without Me is got a little bit more character, and Without Me is a bit more. It gets me up and about more because Lose Yourself makes me cringe a little bit sometimes.
Oh, thank you. It's cringeworthy.
It's cringeworthy.
Headline.
No, can be.
Tom Doedee
When
says
Haysey plays
Andrew
it.
Hayes' song is cringeworthy.
Okay, look, what I will say about Tom Doedee is a few weeks ago when he suggested Taylor Swift, that was a really good song.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, how wrong was he?
Nah, that's not funny. Pull up, Haysey.
All right. Cast your vote Without Me or Lose Yourself from Eminem. Jump on Jodie and Haysey on Instagram.
Go Without Me.
Tommy, appreciate your work this morning, mate.
Not
Vote.
as much as I appreciate
Oh my
it.
gosh.
Vote Without Me.
The biggest breaking story this town has ever seen. This is huge. This is so juicy.
Jodies Juice.
Well, Euphoria stars Zendaya have, and
Oh my God.
oh shit!
Oh my God. It's two things. It's Zendaya, and also don't drop the S word on radio. I'm not sure what's more important. Probably the latter.
Did you just dump me then?
No, we're still on.
Okay. All right.
Do you want to dump you now? Because it's too late.
All right. Apologies if there's children in. Auntie Jodie just swore accidentally. She didn't mean it. She didn't do it on purpose. So, kiddies, don't say that word, okay?
What word?
That was a little test, wasn't it? Okay, that never happened. Should we start again? Euphoria stars.
Okay, hang on a sec. 23 degrees across Adelaide today. As you were.
Euphoria stars Zendaya has penned a heartfelt tribute for her co-star Angus Cloud, who passed away yesterday, aged just 25. So she took to Instagram, Haysey. She plays the main character and narrator Rue on the HBO series. And she said she couldn't find the words to reflect on the bond she shared with Cloud during his life and times. She said, I know people use this expression often when talking about folks they love. They could light up any room they entered, but boy, let me tell you, he was the best at it. I'd like to remember him that way. What a nice thing to say about someone.
Yeah, I've seen Euphoria. He had a cool role. He's very intriguing, it's almost like he was misunderstood.
Right.
And the further the series got into it, you're like, oh, there's a bit more substance about this bloke.
Yeah, okay. That's
Very good
nice.
actor.
Sydney Sweeney, she was in it as well.
Yes.
And she said, this is the hardest thing I've ever had to post and I'm struggling to find all the words. The heartache is real and I wish I could have one more hug and one more 7-Eleven run. So, very sad stuff.
Very sad.
Let's go to Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau. What about this? He split with his wife Sophie. Hot single man alert.
Whoa. Am I right?
Am I right, ladies?
Well.
Justin is single. So the pair were married back in 2005. They've got 3 children. They both posted statements on their social media accounts announcing their breakup. His in English, hers in French. They still plan to go on holiday next week with their family.
Wow.
It's I don't know. Like, I feel good about that in the sense that at least it's amicable. You know what I mean? A lot of divorces are so fraught with animosity, but at least they get along well enough.
Yeah, it's just the opportunity for disaster and conflict, though, isn't it?
Well, not really.
Well, if you can be civilised about it. We don't know what's happening behind the scenes, though, as well.
Yeah.
What we do know is that... Hot single man alert.
Do you know how they got together? So she was a childhood friend of Michael Trudeau, who was Justin's brother, and the son of PM Pierre Trudeau, who was their dad. So Justin and Michael's dad was the PM also. I didn't know that. God, I've learnt so much this morning. Not to, censor myself before I go to air, but I did learn about Justin and Michael Trudeau.
Oh, that's very good.
Juicy.
Let's talk Harvest Rock, shall we? They announced the lineup yesterday. Hello, Jamiroquai.
I'd say Jamiroquai at the age of... he's probably getting on a little bit now. If he's still rocking a bloody fedora...
Yeah, I don't know that he ever rocked it, and it wasn't just a normal size fedora; it was like an oversized one, wasn't it? I wasn't sure about it.
Just so even if Jamiroquai can't make it look cool,
Yeah,
it's time to put it on the bench permanently. I reckon.
yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
All fedoras stand down.
Stand down.
R.I.P.
Good call.
Go to God.
Go to the hat heavens.
He dabbled in some stuff, didn't he, back in the day, Jamiroquai? I just remember all sorts of stories about.
What do you mean?
Well, he was hard to get on stage and all that sort of stuff. He was a bit
really?
loose, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, anyway.
We'll see if we see those antics when he turns up.
Oh, God, hopefully. That was the 90s. Come on. It's 2023, Jamiroquai. Grow up, JK.
Yeah, I know. He probably doesn't recover quite like he used to.
No. Does anyone?
No.
Beck will also be performing. They'll perform on the Sunday. They were famous for their song, I'm a Loser, Baby. Why don't you kill me? Or call me, as Haysey said this morning.
Why don't you call me? Because I'm a loser. Doesn't really make sense, does it?
No sense at all. And also, Paul Kelly's going to be joining the lineup as well. So
That's really cool.
I'm Zoe, producer Zoe. Jump on the mic here. I'm not really an avid festival goer. Is $2.99 for 2 days? Is that around the mark, or is that expensive?
Yeah. Nah, it's a little bit pricey, but for 2 days it's all right.
Yeah,
it's up there.
Hang on a very second. $299.
Yeah.
Oh wow, I haven't been to festivals for a long time.
Yeah.
For saying that though, if I'm hearing this bloke, in a silver top taxi cab. Worth $2.99.
Oh, for sure. It's an epic lineup.
All right, well, you can shout the rest of us because we all want to go.
Oh my gosh. Is it worth it? I think so.
Wait a minute, Doc. Are you telling me you built a time machine?
Haysey's On This Daysey.
Yep, the Thursday edition of On This Daysey starts right now, and I thought, why not, for the 3rd of August, go straight to the top. 1977, the great Tom Brady was born in California. Today is his 46th birthday. Yep.
God, when he assembled Tom, said, I am going to make you talented and I'm going to make you hot AF.
He said, you know what? I'm in such a good mood. Maybe I'll put together Tom Brady. Tom Brady's got a new lady as well.
Well, allegedly.
And Giselle's not happy.
Yeah, well,
that's what TMZ is reporting.
Yeah,
and I swear by TMZ.
Who doesn't?
And the Daily Mail. If they could come together.
Oh,
what a collection of sauces.
What a media powerhouse. Barbecue and tomato sauces.
Yeah. Maybe some Worcestershire sauce as well.
Does anyone actually eat Worcestershire sauce?
Yeah. Does anyone know how to properly pronounce it as well? Worcestershire? Worcestershire.
That's
Worcestershire.
That's not one for someone with Invisalign, is it?
It's not. It's an absolute spit fest in here. Give the tip. 2001, most clothes pegged clipped on face record was achieved by Gary Turner, who clipped 133 ordinary wooden clothes pegs on his face at the offices of the Guinness World Records in London. In 2004, he bettered his record with 153 pegs. Your day, Gary. Your day. When Gary was born into the world, his parents looked at him and said, I've just got a feeling he's going to be great.
Yeah.
Fast forward, and he's clipping pegs to his face, and his parents were bang on.
How do you work out that you're good at clipping pegs onto your face?
Oh, you've got to be genetically blessed.
Yeah.
So I reckon God, when he put together Tom Brady, was in a really good mood. He was in an interesting mood when he put together Gary.
Yeah, he was a bit off that day, God, wasn't he?
Yeah. 2006, Pam Anderson married singer Kid Rock. Their marriage was short-lived, though, and they divorced in November 2006. But, whoa, what a hell of a ride.
I think she got married in a bikini to Kid.
Did she actually?
Yeah, actual white bikini.
Wowee.
Yeah.
Pam Anderson was on the minds of so many youngsters. I mean, she was the generational thought for us as we were coming through. Did I filter that enough?
No.
Did I filter that the right way?
Absolutely not. And I probably wouldn't have said coming through either.
Okay. Real solid blown words there. 2007, Camila Cabello releases her single Havana. It's the biggest song worldwide in 2018. 19 million copies sold. Good on you, Camilla.
It's a good song, and Camilla, not ugly.
Yeah, I think we can all safely agree on that. Let's merge back to that little comment about Pam Anderson. Just kidding. For the kids these days, anyway. Number one song in August the 3rd in 1999 was If You Had My Love by J-Lo. Again, let's turn J-Lo into this conversation with Pam Anderson and also Camila Cabello.
You're starting to sound real pervy now.
Yeah. Oh, very good at their crafts, that's what I'll say.
If you had my love and I gave you all my trust, would you comfort me?
Well, The Block is back Sunday night on Channel 9. Wow, 19 seasons. Can you believe it? Scotty Cam, how's it been this long?
Yeah, I know. It's really, it's a big thing in telly to be around for 19 seasons. For our crew and our family, which is our cameras and sound and producers, most of them are pretty the same. And we've got this family that we just get back together for 3 months every year. It's awesome.
I tell you who that wasn't awesome for, though, Scotty, and that's Frankie, your Kelpie. So Frankie's got his own Instagram. It's called Frankie the Kelp, if you want to follow. Yeah. And there's a video up there, and it's a gorgeous video of you returning home after a month being away, and Frankie's reaction is the most wholesome, beautiful thing you'll ever see.
I know. She weaves everywhere. She's very excited. And I just want to point out that is every morning. So she sleeps outside in her kennel.
Yes.
And she looks after the place patrolling.
Yep.
And every single morning is that same reaction when I come down to let her in.
Let's talk about this year's block. Christy and Brett Beams, they are the SA contestants. What can you tell us about them?
Yes. Yeah, look, they're terrific and they're hard-working. They had a bit of a hard time on the block. You'll find that out as time goes on. But they wear their heart on their sleeve. They say it as it is. No dramas. Just tell us what you think, and that's what you get. So we all love that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Direct feedback and just taking it on board.
It's not that nasty. It's just, she just says it as it is, which I like that.
Yeah. Hey, Scotty.
And we know where we stand.
Yeah, exactly. You've seen some characters across the journey. How do you do your best to not keep your mouth shut, but not tell some of the contestants what you really think?
Yeah, well, that is my job to, basically when they're happy, I poke them in the ribs, and when they're sad, I give them a hug. In between time, they might be doing something wrong or they think they know better. But, so try and give them some help, but then let them go if they don't want to listen. And, sometimes you just want people to be, normal. Just human kindness. That never goes astray. And sometimes that gets lost when you're tired.
Yeah.
So, but we've got to deal with that sort of thing. And it's a tough gig, the block. Like, as a contestant, it's tough. Like, 3 months, 7 days a week. They're exhausted on Sunday night when we're in HQ giving the scores.
Yeah.
And they're getting critiqued. And they're getting told that they didn't do a good job. And then wake up Monday morning after not sleeping for a couple of days and say, right, go again. Another week.
Yeah.
Start. Like, you can't... I don't blame them. And we're all a big block family. Once you've been on the block, well, you're part of the team. And we know what you've been through. And, hopefully, we really honestly want them to make money at the end. I tell them that in a speech on day one every year. Everybody on this crew, everybody here wants you to do well at it. But don't think we're setting you up to fail anything. We never do.
Yeah.
And really, at the end of the day, Shelley and I have talked about this in the past. If the auction doesn't go well, that really doesn't affect our show that much, because people are still going to watch the auction because they're intrigued about somebody's going to win it.
Yeah.
But we want them to all make money. And that's what we do. We strive for them to be successful and get across the line at the end and then do their best at the auction because we've got no control over what happens. And we just sit back and hope for the best.
Scotty, speaking of trying to hide your emotions, we had the Logies during the week. You've been highly successful. I know you got a couple, but it wasn't your year this year. Got pipped by Tony Armstrong for most popular presenter. What's going through your head when they do make the announcement and it's not you? And then do you go up to Tony afterwards and say congratulations, or do you just spit the chewy?
No, 100%. Of course, I go and congratulate him, but I didn't actually see Tony. And I don't know Tony that well, but I know what it's like to win the best presenter because that is our job, presenting.
Yeah.
And I've won one of those, and I loved it. And I don't mind someone else winning that Logie or the goal, of course, because I've got one. And, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
I've got both of those. So and good luck to someone else that wins them. Now they've got one.
It's an exclusive little club. It's good.
Oh, dear. Scotty Cam, thank you so much. It's been a pleasure, as always, chatting to you. The block back on Sunday at 7 o'clock. And, all the best with this season.
See ya, guys.
See ya.
Well, that'll just about do for us. What a show it was. Big show tomorrow, 8 a.m. There's a big reveal.
Yep, the Battle of the Bangers. Feel free to vote the right way, folks, on the Jodie and Hayesy Instagram page.
6 apiece.
No.
Oh, it's tight. It's tight.
He's so tight.
Happy Thursday.
Jodie and Hayesy on Adelaide's Nova 919.